Oh, Elon Musk. Oh, Elon Musk. He's at it again, running his yap, talking about Social Security is a fraud and Medicaid is a fraud. I mean, really? People have worked hard and put money into these programs for years. You know, if you worked on the work source in America, that's what you paid into. Hey, he dual citizen. So guess what? If he gets taxed, where does it go to? Oh, and guess what? If you happen to have beneficiaries, if you don't want it, it's called Social Security. But I forgot. He's above that. It's rich. Mighty rich is somebody who wasn't even born and bred in the said country. They can come along and try to dictate and tell people who paid their hard earned money and their forefathers and ancestors have paid into it. It's mighty rich. He can come along and say, well, that's fraudulent. We should cut it. I mean, does he ever hear himself talk? And he knows it's very dictatorish. But it's funny how that is, why is he even having such a strong uh, voice? Who is really the president? Who's really calling the shots? Who's really telling you what to do? You're a booster. Remember, you paid for the election. You paid for all this and everything like that. Why don't you stay in your place? But no, you front and center. When I see Elon Musk, I can't help but I'm gonna tell it like this. I be having Suge Knight flashbacks. All in the video, all on the camera, all with your son digging deep in his nose, all with your mama, all on the front lawn, all got something to say, all got a t-shirt, all got a cap on, all about you. And I like to think like what Suge would say. If you don't want somebody who's running the country dancing all in the videos, signing all the autographs, taking all the interviews, answering all the questions, then pick another choice. Because what is he doing exactly? What is his sense of reason and purpose? But this is what he's become, a glorified narcissist, megalomaniac that just sits there and Trump is one too. But anyway, he just sits up there and he just tells you what he this and this and that and this and this and this and that. But there are a lot of people, they did not sign up for him. But I guess people didn't get the memo. That's part of the package. I guess you didn't get the memo. He comes along, tag team partner. We didn't know this was a tag team. We thought we wrestling one on one. We didn't know we tag on against the refs. Like sometimes we talk about in sports where you got to go against the refs and the commissioner and what's good for selling of the market. You didn't know you signed up for that. Well, that's what a lot of people are finding out. Now, if you have paid money into it all your life and what you depend on, you should be able to get that. I'm going to tell you the importance of Social Security. My grandmother on my father's side family was a teacher in Buffalo, New York. And she had a student run and fractured her skull. So she was forced to retire in her 50s. She was forced to retire early. She got compensated because of what she paid into the system along with pensions. And my grandfather happened to work on the railroad and military, so it was pension. That was paid. Now, you can't possibly, when you have a debilitating situation, justify these actions of someone, especially someone who ain't even from said place, that's going to come along and try to dictate something. That's mighty, mighty rich. That doesn't even make logical sense. But then again, if you can do that and come from another place and dictate, then you shouldn't block immigrants from coming over. You shouldn't have any laws in. Because then I call cap on you trying to throw migrants and people away from the country when you're going to allow somebody who has a dual citizenship but had to pay and go through it, wasn't part of said citizenship, especially to tell people about systems that were in place to protect them, as it was something that was paid into said government, which is money and compensation. But I digress because I'm going to stop making sense and talking over heads when you know good and well that what was paid there was funding, earning interest for people to cash in. But now you get some dictator wannabe who comes along. It's like, that's fraud. Everything is fraud. Banks is fraud. Sports is fraud. These award shows are fraud. You think all those Grammys aren't fraudulent? You think all these stream services aren't fraudulent? Because who really knows who's watching what and who's buying what? We don't know no more. Nielsen box, we don't know nobody like that. It's all fraudulent. So what's Elon Musk? Elon Musk just open up a whole can of worms that he can't seal back up. And guess who's holding the bag for it? Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay aware. Because you see what's going on. I'm out.